Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum, sister, brothers and friends. Today we are going to talk about Prophet Musa. So friends, Musa, Prophet story is very long. So we decided to divide into 3 parts. So today we are recording and will publish for you part 1. So friends, Musa, among all the prophets, Prophet Musa Alaihissalam is mentioned repeatedly in the Quran. His name across 136 times in almost 50 chapters in the Quran. Prophet Musa Alaihissalam was one of the most beloved prophet of Allah Almighty, and he had the honor of speaking directly to Allah Almighty. He was known as Kalimullah, meaning the one who speaks with Allah Almighty directly. This story of Prophet Musa is one of the greatest stories in the which Allah Almighty describes trials and tests in the life of His beloved Prophet the Kalimullah. The story of Prophet Musa plays a very important role, since there are various lessons derived from this story. So friends, Prophet Musa was direct descendant of Ibrahim and was born in an Israel family. The Bani Israel were the direct descendants of Prophet Yusuf, who was born in Palestine. However, he moved to Egypt and was buried in Egypt. During that time, the Bani Israel were the best people of the earth, and Egyptians started hating the Bani Israel, and hence the Muslim ruler of Egypt, Pharaoh, enslaved them and made them carry heavy loads and treated them badly. The people of Israel were in great hardship and difficulty. The Pharaoh was arrogant and an oppressive ruler of Egypt. His wealth and power made him so proud that he considered himself as a god. One night the Pharaoh had a dream that a fire approaching him from the direction of Jerusalem and burned their homes in Egypt, but did not harm the Bani Israel. This strange dream made him anxious and called the magician and fortune teller understand the meaning of this dream. The fortune tellers interpreted this dream and said that a boy from Bani Israel, offspring of Yaqub, will be born in the old years, and he would destroy your entire dynasty and would kill you. Frightened by this dream, the Pharaoh ordered to kill all the new baby boys born in that year, and Prophet Musa was born in this year also. And his brother Harun was born in the year when boys were spared from killing. Allah Almighty mentioned in Quran a need from accelerated himself in the land and made its people into functions of preserving and a sect among them, slaughtering their newborn sons and keeping their families alive. Indeed, he was on the corruptions. When Musa Alaihissalam was born, the mother, be blessed with her, got worried about her baby as she was frightened by killing. Allah Almighty mentioned in Quran, and we inspired the mother of Moses, suckle him, but when you fear him, cast him into the river and do not fear and do not grieve. Indeed, we will return him to you and will make him one of the messengers. So, friends, Allah Almighty guided her and eased her pain by commanding her to put the baby in a small basket and cast him in the nearby river Nile. This basket, by the will of Allah Almighty, sailed down the river and reached the river in the place of Pharaoh. And the family of Pharaoh picked him up out of the river so that he would become them an enemy and a cause of grief. Indeed, Pharaoh and their soldiers were deliberate sinners. When the basket was opened and a beautiful baby was found inside the basket, the wife of Pharaoh was amazed to see such a lovely baby and fell in love with the baby instantly, wishing to adopt him, as Allah Almighty has not blessed her with a child. So friends, she pleaded the Pharaoh to not kill this baby. And it was all the plan of Allah Almighty. And the wife of Pharaoh said, he will be a comfort of the eye of my you. Do not kill him. Perhaps he may benefit us, or we may adopt him as a son. And they perceived not what was to be. Pharaoh agreed and gave Aisha permission to adopt the child. The baby need to be breastfed, but the would not suckle and lady from the place, since it was all the power and plan of Allah Almighty. Maids were sent to find a nurse who could feed the baby, but the baby refused all of them. Then the sister of Musa, who has been following the basket, informed that she knows a woman who could feed the baby, without disclosing that she is the mother of the baby. And this boy united the baby and his mother and saved the baby from being killed by Pharaoh. She would feed him, spend some time with her beloved baby, and send him back to the place. The baby was taken care of and brought up in the highest form luxury in the palace. So when restored him to his mother, that she might be content and not grieve, and that she would know that the promise of Allah Almighty true. But most of the peoples do not know. Liberation of Prophet Musa from Egypt. Prophet Musa lived in the palace of Pharaoh like a prince and grew up as an extremely strong man. He reached his full age and was firmly established. Once while walking through the town, he found two men fighting among them. One was Israeli and the other was Egyptian. Musa punched the Egyptian whom found the wrong. Though Prophet Musa did not intend to hurt him, since he was so strong that the Egyptian man died in just one punch. Musa felt deep grief and repented to Allah Almighty immediately for his mistake. He said, "My Lord, indeed, I have wronged myself, so forgive me," and he forgave him. Indeed, he is the forgiving, the merciful. This news got spread and reached the Pharaoh. A kind-hearted man told Musa to leave Egypt. When a man came from the farthest end of the city, renewing, he said, O Musa, indeed the chiefs are conspiring to kill you. So leave, indeed, I am to you of the sincere advisor. So Musa moved from Egypt and traveled to the land of Madian. This journey of Musa was a long and throughout one. It was all new for him, as he has never been out of Egypt before, so he said with all his faith in Allah Almighty, I hope that my Lord will lead me to the right path. When he reached Madian, he came across a well with lots of livestock and sheep around it watering their sheep. Two young women were waiting for at a distance from the well. Musa approached them respectfully and inquired about the matter. Allah Almighty states in the Holy Quran that Musa said to them, what is the matter? The woman said, we cannot draw water until the shepherds have gone away and our father is a very old man, so he drew water for them and then went to sit in the shed and said, my Lord, I need any good you may send to me. The man would cover the well with heavy stone after their flocks and quench the thirst and go away. Musa helped the woman by moving the hug stone from his power given by Allah Almighty and let the woman water their animals. The woman narrated the whole story to their old father, and the father then sent one of the daughters to get Musa to their house. Then one of the two women came to him, walking bashfully. She said, my father invites you that he may reward you for drawing water for us. So friends, the father was impressed by the generosity of Musa and offered him a meal. After being honored by the father, one of the daughters said, O my father, employ him for a wage, as she was impressed by his strength and trustworthiness. So, friends, the old father then said, I intend to marry you, one of my daughter, provided you serve me for 8 years. However, if you complete 10, that will be grace from you. I do not wish to place hardship upon you. If Allah wills, you shall surely find me a right man. Musa stayed in Madian and shepherded the flocks of his father-in-law and served him for almost 10 years. According to some scholars, the righteous old man was Prophet Shuaib. However, it is not sure and Allah knows best. Musa returned to Egypt and receiving the revelation. Prophet Musa lived happily in Madian for 10 years serving his father-in-law. He wanted to meet the family in Egypt as he missed them during these years. So when the contact with his father-in-law was accomplished, Musa decided to travel back to Egypt with his wife and kids. During this journey, Musa received the revelation and Allah Almighty spoke to him directly. So friends, and Allah Almighty said in Quran, and we sent messenger about whom we have related their stories to you before you messengers, about whom we have not related to you, and Allah spoke to Musa directly. During this journey, one very cold and dark night, Musa and his family lost their way to Egypt. They continued walking in the dark when Musa witnesses a light fire. At a distance, he told his family, "Stay here, I see a fire. I hope I may bring you from that you may warm yourself." When Musa reached the place of fire, he found that the fire was coming from a tree, and he was astonished to see that the tree was burning with an extraordinary light, and to his surprise, the tree was illuminated in that fire as a bright light but not burning. And at this point, at the valley of Toba, Allah Almighty called out to Musa and informed him about his prophethood, speaking to him directly. Subhanallah. Allah Almighty ordered Musa to go to Pharaoh and call him to Islam. So friends, and when he came to it, he was called, "O Musa, indeed I am your Lord. So remove your sandals. Indeed you are in the sacred valley of Toba. And I have chosen you. So listen to what is revealed to you. Indeed I am Allah Almighty. There is no deity except me. So worship me and establish prayer for me and my remembrance." Allah Almighty further informed Musa, saying, "Indeed the hour is coming. I almost cancel it, so that every soul may be recompensed according to that for which it strives. So do not let one avert you from to who does not believe in it and follows a desire for you, then would perish." Allah Almighty gave the command to Musa to call Pharaoh to Islam. "Go to Pharaoh, and he has transgressed, and granted him with the miracle of his stick being converted to a snake." So friends, brothers and sisters, this was first part of Prophet Musa, and inshallah by the grace of Allah Almighty, tomorrow the same time will be second part of story of Musa Alaihissalam. Allah Hafiz.